To my subscribers, thank you for tuning in once again. If you are new, welcome to JT on the Go. Today we are going to take a quick ride up the Portland Aerial Tramway here in Portland, Oregon.
If you wish to get to the Portland Aerial Tramway by train, take the TriMet Max Light Rail green, orange, or yellow lines to PSU Urban Center-Southwest 5th and Mill. After that, you will get off and walk across the street to Southwest 5th and Montgomery, which is served by the B Loop and the north-south line of the Portland streetcar. The line that goes to the Portland Aerial Tramway is the north-south line, which is the light green line on the Portland streetcar map. If you have a hot pass, you can use it on the C-Train, TriMet, and the Portland streetcar. When taking the streetcar to the Portland Aerial Tramway, the stop to get off is S. Moody and Gibbs, which is right next door to the South Waterfront lower tram terminal. Keep in mind that the north-south line travels in a loop and comes back around. When leaving South Waterfront, get on the streetcar at OHSU Plaza. Alright, let's try the Portland Aerial Tramway. If you look on the right, those rail tracks are part of the north-south line of the Portland streetcar. The Portland Aerial Tramway opened in December 2006. A single round-trip ticket on the Portland Aerial Tramway costs $8.50, and the ticket machines at the two stations only accept credit cards. Even though the Portland Aerial Tramway is part of Portland's transportation network, it is not part of TriMet, which means you can't use the hot pass to pay. Even though this tramway was built in 2006, it looks very futuristic. The best times to ride are midday between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and on the weekends. The tramway is crowded between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is rush hour. Here is a list of sights to see during the trip. The list on the other end shows something different. We're now starting our 8-minute round trip. The one-way trip time takes 4 minutes. When riding on a clear day like today, you will be in for a real treat with a spectacular view of Portland and its surroundings. Both carriages on the Portland Aerial Tramway can hold up to 79 passengers and carry up to 1,014 passengers per hour per direction. The highway we are crossing right now is Interstate 5, which passes through Portland and travels parallel to the west coast of the U.S. So where does this tramway fly to? It is going to the Marquam Hill Upper Tram Terminal, which is home to OHSU, or the Oregon Health and Science University here in Portland, a major academic health center in the city. Portland is nested in the northern end of the Willamette Valley and adjacent to the Columbia River. We're now nearing Marquam Hill. When up here, you can enjoy the view that Marquam Hill offers. Students and workers also use the tram to get to the university and the hospitals. If you are finished looking at the sights, you can head back down. Besides OHSU and the hospital, Marquam Hill is home to the Marquam Nature Park, which provides a natural retreat with extensive hiking trails that connect to other trail systems in the area. Here comes our tram, ready to take us down. The reason why the Portland Aerial Tramway was created is to provide a faster, more direct route between South Waterfront and the Oregon Health and Science University. TriMet does have buses that come up here, but the trip by road between the two endpoints of the tramway takes 9 minutes, because you have to snake through the roads to get to the other end. The tramway reduces the travel time by 5 minutes because it flies over all of the roads it crosses. I really like the design of the two cabins on the Portland Aerial Tramway. Alright, now we're heading back down. The Portland Aerial Tramway is the primary way to get a spectacular view of Portland and its surroundings. Portland is nicknamed the Rose City for its famous rose gardens, and the city and the state of Oregon as a whole is big in preserving nature. Other sites you may find along the ride are Mount Hood, Mount St. Helens, and parts of Mount Adams and Mount Rainier, which are all major volcanoes in the Cascade Range in the Pacific Northwest. At one point of the line, there is a pole that aims the cables to the South Waterfront terminal, and when the tram passes it, it may sway a bit. Here is the view of South Portland. There goes the sway. A pre-recorded announcement will alert you of the sway. Here we are, back to where we started. While there is barely anything to do in Marquam Hill, it is worth going there on the Portland Aerial Tramway to catch the stunning view. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you again. There are many ways to see spectacular views of nature in the state of Oregon, and the Portland Aerial Tramway is a great way to see Portland and its surrounding nature. See you next time.